What is 5G? Everything you need to know. It's been nearly a decade in the making, and 5G is now a reality. Wireless carriers started rolling out 5G to select cities a few years ago, and mobile 5G internet access is now relatively widely available, depending on your phone plan. But what is 5G exactly? It may seem as though there are more questions about 5G than there are answers. Some wonder where 5G is available, and if they'll ever see it in their city, while others are more interested in which 5G phone they should buy. And of course, there is a debate about which carrier will have the best 5G phone plan. You have questions about the latest mobile network, we have answers. Here's everything you need to know about 5G tech in March 2021. What is 5G technology? It's probably a good idea to explain what 5G is. There are a lot of specifics, which we cover throughout this video, but here's a quick primer. What is 5G? Simply put, 5G is the fifth generation of mobile broadband that will eventually replace, or at least augment, your 4G LTE connection. With 5G, you get exponentially faster download and upload speeds. Latency, or the time it takes devices to communicate with wireless networks, will also drastically decrease. 5G networks are inherently more efficient, handling more connections per tower and faster speeds per user. 5G is also designed to work across a wider range of radio frequencies, RF, opening up new possibilities in the ultra-high mmWave, millimeter wave, bands for carriers to expand their network offerings. Because 5G is an entirely new technology that operates on new frequencies and systems, 4G phones are incompatible with the new 5G network. The evolution of 5G. 5G networks started to be deployed in earnest in 2019, but the groundwork for the next generation network was laid many years prior. The architecture of the 5G standard was set forth on 2016, at which point every company and person involved from both the network and consumer side could start making devices that were 5G standard compliant. Obviously 5G hasn't yet hit total market saturation, or even represents a majority of mobile traffic yet. But looking back at the history of the 4G rollout, we can get an idea for how long it will take. 4G, LTE, was first deployed commercially in 2009, and didn't go live in the US until the very end of 2010. It took until 2013 for 4G to be truly mainstream in many countries, and become dominant over the old 3G networks. Following a similar timeline, we're still waiting for perhaps late 2022 or even 2023 for 5G to be the dominant network in most countries around the world. And it will be for many of the same reasons. 4G faced similar technical hurdles as 5G, operating on new spectrum with new technologies required on both the network and device ends, though it too brought a substantial increase in speeds over the previous generation network. How fast is 5G? A guide to 5G speeds. Clearly, 5G is faster than 4G, but by how much? The standards for telecommunications technologies, developed by 3GPP, are somewhat complex, but here's a general rundown of how fast 5G is. Peak data rate, 5G will offer significantly faster data speeds. Peak data rates can hit 20 Gbps downlink and 10 Gbps uplink per mobile base station. Mind you, that's not the speed you'd experience with 5G. It's the speed shared by all users on the cell, and even then, it's high. Real-world 5G speed, while the peak data rates sound pretty impressive, actual speeds won't be the same. The spec calls for user download speeds of 100 Mbps and upload speeds of 50 Mbps. Mobility, with 5G, base stations should support movement from 0 to 310 miles per hour. This means the base station should work across a range of antenna movements even on a high-speed train. Connection density, in terms of connection density, 5G should be able to support many more connected devices than 4G LTE. The standard states 5G should be able to support 1 million connected devices per square kilometer. Benefits of 5G. There are many 5G use cases to be excited about beyond just mobile communication. In the short term, it is likely to simply boost your speeds for things like downloading videos and apps, or playing games. Here are some expected future use cases for 5G connectivity. Improve home broadband. While 5G is commonly thought of in terms of mobile access, it could also have a significant impact on home broadband and wireless connectivity. Autonomous vehicles. Expect to see autonomous vehicles rise at the same rate that 5G is deployed across the US. In the future, your vehicle will communicate with other vehicles on the road, providing information to them about road conditions, and offer performance information to drivers and automakers. If a car brakes quickly up ahead, yours could learn about it immediately and preemptively brake as well, preventing a collision. This kind of vehicle-to-vehicle communication could ultimately save thousands of lives and improve road use efficiency. Public safety and infrastructure. Eventually, 5G will allow cities and other municipalities to operate more efficiently. Utility companies will be able to easily track usage remotely. Sensors can notify public works departments when drains flood or street lights go out, and municipalities will be able to quickly and inexpensively install surveillance cameras. Remote device control. Since 5G has remarkably low latency, remote control of heavy machinery will become a reality. While the primary aim is to reduce risk in hazardous environments, it will also allow technicians with specialized skills to control machinery from anywhere in the world. Healthcare. The ultra-reliable and low-latency communications, URLC, component of 5G could fundamentally change healthcare. Since URLC reduces 5G latency even further from 4G, a world of new possibilities opens up. Expect to see improvements in telemedicine, remote recovery, and physical therapy via augmented reality, precision surgery, and even remote surgery in the coming years. IoT. One of the most exciting and crucial aspects of 5G is its effect on the Internet of Things. While we currently have sensors that can communicate with each other, they tend to require a lot of resources and are quickly depleting 4G data capacity. Is 5G safe? In short, no, 5G is not dangerous to your health. Concerns around the safety of radio waves have been around for years now, but we have yet to find any evidence suggesting that they're actually bad for human health despite the 5G conspiracy theories. 5G's radio waves are not substantially different from those we've been living with for decades at this point. There are two kinds of radio waves, ionizing and non-ionizing. Ionizing waves might be dangerous for human health. They're the types of radio waves that are used in microwaves, for example. These waves are extremely high-frequency waves and they could harm your DNA. But 5G doesn't use radio waves that are anywhere near ionizing. What's more, most of the waves used in 5G have been used for lots of different things before. Some of them have been used for 4G, some for television broadcasts, and other communications. In other words, if 5G radio waves were dangerous, we would have found previously that these other wireless technologies caused health issues too. And, the waves that haven't been used in technologies before, like millimeter waves, mmWave, have been studied, and so far, there's nothing to suggest that they pose any kind of health threat. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, you will not miss any video. Thank you, see you next time.